This is our 5th time.
I wouldn't have dreamt of what I learned here.
This encourages you and inspires you, and it's so relaxing, and the food is great.
I love Retreat at Sea, and I will do it again.
And you should be here.
Holy Trinity is at work full time here.
Major presidential news of the week is former New Jersey Governor Christie suspending his campaign, since it became obvious even to him that a victory path to the Republican nomination does not exist. Aside from former President Donald Trump, the remaining field consists of Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, ex-UN Ambassador Nikki Haley, businessman Vivek Ramaswamy, and several minor candidates. The Iowa Republican caucuses are upon us, and the first actual votes in this presidential campaign will be cast in the Hawkeye State on January 15th. Democrats are bypassing Iowa, and President Biden is skipping the New Hampshire primary, instead heading directly to South Carolina for their first vote. Mr. Trump is expected to score a big Iowa victory, but the media will try to frame obtaining anything less than a majority as a defeat for the former president. The Christie departure will have little effect upon the Iowa vote. The candidates then move to New Hampshire, Nevada, South Carolina, and Michigan, all before Super Tuesday, March the 5th. Should Ms. Haley become Mr. Trump's top opponent, the major showdown will come in her home state late next month, before an electorate that twice elected her as governor. Right now, Trump leads Haley in South Carolina by better than a 2-to-1 ratio, according to the latest polling. Even though votes have yet to be cast in the 2024 presidential race, 3 Democratic governors are already positioning themselves for the 2028 national campaign. Governors Wes Moore of Maryland and Kentucky's Andy Beshear have filed national political action committees to help develop a countrywide presence. And of course, California Governor Gavin Newsom has been promoting himself nationally for months. The No Labels centrist political party is again in the news. The organization leaders announced they have qualified for the ballot in Maine, which becomes the 13th state where they have secured a ballot position. They have active petition programs underway in an additional 14 states. A decision remains as to whether they will file a no-labels presidential candidate and exactly who will comprise their ticket. In Mississippi, despite entertaining a special recruitment visit from Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, 2023 Democratic gubernatorial nominee Brandon Presley, a cousin to the late great Elvis Presley, said he will not challenge Republican Senator Roger Wicker this year. Mr. Presley, who recorded 48% of the vote in a losing effort to incumbent Republican Governor Tate Reeves in November, hinted that he will return to the campaign trail in the next open Mississippi gubernatorial contest, which will be held in 2027. The number of retiring U.S. House members rose again. 3 more announced they will not seek re-election during the week. Representatives Doug Lamborn of Colorado and Greg Pence and Larry Bouchon, both from the Hoosier state of Indiana, bring the total number of open house seats to 44 heading into the next election. Of these, 23 currently belong to the Democrats, 20 to the Republicans, and 1 that the new Alabama redistricting plan created. Though the number of open seats is fairly large, the competitive general election group is quite small. Just 8 of the 44 are likely to be major battleground campaigns, and 6 of those are already in Democratic hands. For the Ellis Insight and Church Militant, I'm Jim Ellis.